Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Duntown Show. We're finally back with another episode. I'm here with Mr. D&G. What's up, dog?
How's it going? Here, chilling.
Good, bro.
Enjoying some second round playoffs. Even though we're not in it, but
Yeah, exactly. Hey, you gotta
but
take what you get.
yeah, still some good NBA playoffs going on though.
So, dude, I know. I can't wait till we get into that segment because we were just kind of talking pregame here. There's
Mhm.
some big surprises going on in the NBA.
Yeah. So how was
But
your weekend, man? I know you were out there, man. You were gone, dude.
dude, yeah, man, I went out to Arizona. It was a good time, bro.
Safe. All right. Hell
We
yeah.
we like to talk about weather normally anyway, so I'll just go ahead and say you guys were sending me pictures or videos, whatever, and it was like cloudy and rainy, and I'm in a
Yeah, bro.
fucking built-in pool out there going crazy. Yeah, it was cool. It still
How was
had a
the
lot
weather out
of
there?
it. You know what? There was rain clouds and stuff, but it was still like 90 degrees, dude.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so it was like we got there, we were barbecuing, and like you see it like stormy outside, but it's like hot. So
Okay.
we're like, fuck it, the kids are going crazy in the pool, and we got a little rental house for my sister's birthday, and
Yeah.
yeah, it was good, dude. Hit the casinos and stuff in Laughlin, and
Oh yeah. Did you
so
get
that
big or what? Did we get some or not?
yeah, we got a little some. I hit on Keno. I was actually just sitting at the bar. We finally got there like at 10 o'clock at night.
Oh yeah.
Thursday night, and we're just like playing one quarter at a time, bro. And I hit the like 6 out of 7 numbers or something on Keno, and I won $415. And
Oh fuck yeah, let's go.
I was like, all
Let's go.
right, cool. So, but yeah, no, it was good, dude. How'd you guys do? You guys went out and golfed a little bit, huh?
Yeah, we actually went to Diamond Bar this weekend. It was pretty cool. It's just the weather down
Nice.
here was just more cloudy.
Yeah.
Like I think starting like today, I think it's starting to feel a little more warmer now. Like it's starting to feel more like spring now in Cali. You know what I mean?
Finally, it's supposed to be hot
Yeah,
this
because if
weekend.
anything, it was kind of we were golfing out there. It was kind of drizzling on us. If anything, dude, it was getting a
Oh,
little cold
okay.
too. I was like, what the
Damn.
hell?
Weird
Yeah, like
weather.
that shit.
Weird weather.
Yeah. Hopefully now it starts getting a little warmer. I'm ready for the summertime, dude. I'm over this cold shit.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? I'll prep myself for mosquitoes in the sun and just enjoy the warm days, huh?
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
dude. It's more better, dude. You can enjoy a beer way better with that.
definitely. Well, I mean, even out there, I was like, you know what? It was nice, but it was only 90, and like real river weather is like 110. You know?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So like when
Yeah.
we go back in July, that's what I was going to talk to Ish tonight if he could have made it. Was like when we go back in July, dude. We've literally been on the side of the river 117, 118, like for 3 days.
Easy.
You know?
Easy.
And that water's
Damn,
ice
dude.
cold. So you jump in the water and you forget all about the heat, and then you dry out. It's fun.
It's good
Uh,
though. Yeah.
yeah. But dude, you know
Uh,
what's tripping me out? When we were out there, I was like, you're driving around or whatever, and you think, okay, that's just a cheap gas station. No, there's another one. 285 for 87, bro. 285, bro, for fuel
in Arizona?
in Arizona, right on the Colorado
Damn.
River.
That's like some like 2006
I,
prices right
I
there.
did. I felt like I was back in time, dude. Like I was tripping out. So like we stopped to fill up, and we're in a suburban, and we stopped to fill up, dude. And so you figure less than $3 a gallon. You know what I mean? That's pretty good.
Oh
Instead
yeah,
of
because
pumping
down here,
120, you're only pumping 60.
oh yeah, because down here is like fucking
Double.
530 or something. Easy.
Yeah, we were laughing because a couple of the gas stations in the middle of the desert on the way home were
Uh-huh.
689 for regular fuel. Just trying to
Oh,
just
yeah. Oh,
robbery,
they're just
dude.
trying to grab anybody who like
Hmm.
has no gas. Like, oh, we got you.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was just
But
like,
nah.
man, that's too bad that it's that way over here. Because like, if our area had cheap fuel, I mean, that's the start of getting to go to do stuff for a lot of people. A lot of families are like, now they don't even want to go because they know by the time they put their kids in the car and go somewhere, they have to put like $200 aside from their vacation. Just if you want to go to Grand Canyon, you got to put $300 aside just for fuel. Come on, man.
And how about for like a boat?
That's what I'm
I'm pretty sure it's
saying.
probably more fuel on that shit,
Yeah,
right?
if you're fueling, like if your boat's not on a trailer, so you didn't get the 285, you're on the water. Now that it's back up to like five something. So you're better off putting it on the trailer, go to a gas station, dude, and just fill it up and bring it back.
So
Oh yeah.
normally, what kind of like boats use what kind of gas usually, or it depends on your
They
engine, I
mostly
guess.
probably run 91 octane for the most part. You know,
Okay, so you're
I
paying a
would say it's
premium.
better. Yeah, you're always paying a
Yeah,
premium anyway, so
yeah.
but shit, dude, at that I think 91 was only like 320 something like that,
And
you know.
how many gallons does like a boat take usually?
Well, a lot of times, like it'll be, depending on the length, but like let's say it's a 20-foot boat, it's probably got like an 18 to 20 plus gallons. But a lot of them have bigger tanks, dude.
Yeah. Because you
You
expand
know,
that shit too, probably.
yeah. Oh,
So
definitely. They do custom tanks. A lot of them will have 50, 100 gallons, and then some of like
yeah,
the
might as
ocean
well.
boats, man, they
Yeah,
get into the thousands of gallons on that thing.
yeah,
So,
dude, it's just crazy.
yeah.
So especially trying to drive over to like, I know we have a tournament out there in Catalina.
Oh yeah.
So
That's gonna literally be a trip. Like we're gonna have to get up
yeah, we're gonna
super
take a trip,
early, be
get a
down
ferry
there,
or
get the
a
ferry.
helicopter.
Yeah, could be.
There's different ways to get there.
I'm a little nervous to go on a helicopter. I'll be honest, but ever since you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah,
Before that, I was fine, but once you know what I'm saying, that changed it for me, dude. Um,
yeah,
But you know what, dude? One of our friends was out there in Arizona, and they actually drive a Tesla. So you could imagine. I'm like, hey, do you guys listen to the podcast by any chance? Because I might have bashed on your car a little, and they just laugh like, we don't care, whatever. Well, he was telling me that you know how like you get a chip in your window, or like your window cracks or whatever. Sometimes they can repair a certain amount of the glass, like if it's a
Mhm.
little this or that. Dude, he got a little chip in the glass, but since it was down by like the seam, they claimed they couldn't do nothing for it, like to repair it, like put that glue in there or whatever. You know
Mhm.
how much a windshield is for a Tesla, bro? It's $1,000.
It's probably because it probably has like some sensors on there making sure
I
and
just,
everything.
I just shook my head. I was like, dude, like another one bites the dust for the old Tesla guys. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying
I
to
mean,
find a positive story, but it just ain't out there.
you get some regular tempered glass for like $100 somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, if it
But I
fits,
think it's because
imagine they
those
just
things
put
come with sensors. They have to come
Oh
with
yeah,
sensors and stuff like that. The whole mirror pod is attached to it too. So
yep. Special glue that has to go in there, and there's probably like like you said, a wire that runs around the window or something. Like who?
yeah,
Because
'cause I
like
think
all of
like
a
on
sudden
my
the
car,
windshield wipers come on.
yeah, I think like my mirror is attached to my mirror, my front windshield. So it's kind of like if you change that, you kind of
Uh
have to change like even the front mirror almost too.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so it
Yeah,
depends on
that's
the
true.
model
Huh? A
too.
lot of cars, that thing's like stuck on there, right on the windshield.
Especially and you
Huh?
have probably like they have like the digital cluster kind of on there too. So they probably
Yeah.
yeah. Especially now everything's probably digital
Damn.
now, so you're probably definitely getting
Oh
checked.
yeah, dude. Well, fuck. You just walk up to the car, like he gets close to the car, and it's like a dog. Like it recognizes him, and like it starts lighting
Yeah.
up and doing like he doesn't even have to do nothing. It's fucking. It's
I
like
mean, I'm not
instead
gonna
of
lie.
you have
Like those cars are probably like from like 0 to like 60. They're fucking fast. Like
dude,
they're like rocket ships.
it's
You know,
so
because
fast.
and I think it's because of like their torque is just like instant. Like the power is just there. And you just fucking take
It
off, dude.
it's just he goes like,
Well,
dude,
I think we've seen it now. Like we saw
gone.
like
Yeah,
one of those Tesla trucks. It just like
it took
accelerated and
off on
it's like
us.
it just disappeared,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. They're lucky Ish didn't fucking step on it because he's got the Hemi, dude. He might have caught
He
that
had the
from who
V8.
knows. Supposedly he actually it has a Hellcat motor, but he doesn't tell nobody.
Oh
That's
shit.
what he told me. I'm not sure. Oh god. One last thing I did do while I was out there is I kept telling my brother-in-law, I was like, I got to go to the sports books. Like I want to check them out because we hit some of the casinos there in Laughlin.
Yeah.
And dude, it's so badass. And it hit me, and I was thinking about it on the drive home. Like, you know what? Not only does California need to have that sports book set up, where you could
Mm-hmm.
go there or whatever. Imagine some of these nice golf, like these country clubs and stuff that we go to, where like
Mm-hmm.
you're sitting there in the post round because literally, dude, the sports book is down to a kiosk. Remember
Mm-hmm.
when we were at the Caesar Sportsbook in Vegas for the World's
Well,
Championship? It's a kiosk basically.
no, no, that's what I'm saying. What's crazy about like California? California has so many sports locations.
Yeah,
So like Anaheim Angel Stadium, you have fucking Dodger Stadium, you have the Lakers location, Clippers now, and you can say like those all those locations can become like a Caesar's Sportsbook or whatever the fuck
a
they wanted to be.
sports
You know what I
book
mean?
lounge. Exactly,
Exactly,
dude. I
and
don't
that's what we
understand
fucking
it.
need. Because I have been to like the if you when you go to like the Lakers, basically the crypto or
Yeah,
fucking Staples,
yeah.
uh. Like I think they call it LA Live, which is like they have restaurants all around the whole area. But I
Hmm.
imagine having like a sports book in the area. Like I'm
Dude,
pretty
it
sure
would.
people would just be coming down there just to like, hey, you know what I mean? And that'd be cool too. Like, hey, you could only bet at sports arenas. That makes sense too. I mean, hey,
Yeah,
why not?
that I don't
Fuck it.
even mind that idea. That's perfect
Yeah,
because you
because
could probably get away where a golf course is considered a sports arena, like like you know what I mean. Like I'm talking, not every golf course is going to have the little kiosk and all that
well,
because they have to have
because you can
a
still use your
teller.
phone technically, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, because
yeah.
technically your phone too, right? So you can just if
You
it's
could be
legal everywhere.
digital. So basically, all they need to do
Yeah,
is legalize it in California. But I'm telling you, the experience of walking into the sports book, dude, is
yeah.
like what separates from like just doing my prize picks on my phone. Like you walk
No, no,
in
no. I get
there
it
and
because
like,
like
they
we
have
walked
that.
into I think when we walked into Circa.
Uh-huh.
Remember when we went to Vegas? We walked in right into
Oh,
Circa. It
dude,
was like
that was so sick.
I was like, what the fuck? Like you just want to sit there all day, dude.
Hundreds of TVs. It's like stadium style, serving
And
food,
like
beer.
everything. So like I was just like, wow. I'm like, okay, man, that's actually pretty cool, man. But like, yeah, we need that down
Yeah.
here. But I don't
Damn.
know. That was actually pretty dope. Now that I think about it, the fucking TVs were fucking huge at Circa, dude. And you have like
Yeah.
the whole fucking place, and you still have up upstairs where they have like the whole screens and shit.
And my
So
thing
it's pretty
is,
cool.
like, they're legalizing marijuana and doing all this in Cal. Like, I don't partake in it, but like, they're legalizing marijuana and doing all that here in the states. I mean, in the states, what are we in fucking England? In California, but then they're so
Yeah.
like negative on other shit, and I'm like, wait a minute. For a state that's all revenue, revenue, we want our taxes, we want this and that. Why wouldn't you legalize sports books, dude, and then have your percentage that you make? You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Hmm.
don't get it. I don't know what they're afraid of. I don't know why they don't do it, but it always gets voted down. So, I mean, they've tried to put. We were going to be legal for FanDuel and all of those like 4 years ago or whatever it was, but they voted it down. And I tell you what, it's a blast. You can sit in there, smoke cigars, eat your fucking food. Guys had their laptops set up, dude, with like all this shit because Kentucky Derby was last Saturday.
Oh
So
yeah, it
like they
was.
were
Yeah, I forgot
still
about that.
doing like residual races and all the dude. The sports book was it was a wild scene. So get out there and try
Yeah, but
one,
I
dude.
think right now, only in California, I think the only legal you can do, I think, is like Prize Picks and DraftKings. But I don't think you can do like certain prop bets. You can't really do. I think you know.
Yeah, you can't do like we supposedly can't do FanDuel, we can't do DraftKings, but like we can do Underdog. It's weird how they let us do some of these like accumulative like prize picks where you have to
Hmm.
pick multiple, but you
Yeah, because
can't
it's almost like a
just
parlay. It's almost like
right.
like you're definitely gonna probably lose a couple parlays, before you get up.
I don't understand. Well, hopefully they bring it back. I'm sure it'll come up on every ballot every time we vote coming up, but I'm ready, dude. I'm voting yes. See?
Oh yeah, I think it was bad like last time when
Yeah.
it was, but it didn't. It didn't pass.
Yeah. Well, I
But
tried
we'll see.
to. Yeah, I hope it does. I tried a new
And I think
drink.
I think it has to
Yeah,
do a
go
lot
ahead.
with the. I think it has to do with the tribal. I guess the
And
tribe.
see, I was thinking of that as I was wondering, and I think you're absolutely right, dude. Because they
Yeah,
have a
because
certain amount of rights or whatever. Isn't that, you know what I mean?
yeah, I think they kind of have to make their money with that money, and I guess sports betting will kind of like take money from them.
Hmm.
Yeah, But we'll see because I think there might be a new law. I think Prop 26 or Prop 27, and it might be like that. Like, but it might help actually the tribes where like it might actually give them some money from the sports books. Well, I mean that makes sense. Like, why not, right?
Yeah.
If that's the whole thing, right?
So maybe if
They
that
should probably
program's in place first, then we'll legalize
yeah
more, you know?
sports betting. Then maybe they'll probably get a cut from that. I'm like, well, then that's cool. Then there we go.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
but we'll see.
Well, yeah. I went to Costco the other day and I bought a Kirkland brand big ass bottle of pre-made old fashioned. The drink, dude,
Fashion?
it was so good. That's like where they do the bourbon and the burnt orange and the black cherry and all the bitters and all that.
No, no, I know, but it already comes like what
It's
pre-mixed with alcohol.
Oh my god, dude! It's basically a bottle of bourbon, but it's like it's flavored like old fashioned, and we
Oh, the
got there.
premix almost. Yeah.
Yeah, it's ready to rock though. Like it's not like sugary or like a premix
No,
margarita. Like it's
you just put on
right,
some ice, Polly. Yeah,
bro. I dumped it on those ice balls, that big ice ball.
yeah.
Oh my god, dude! We finished that thing the first night. I was on a roller coaster, but it was so good, dude. It was. I'm buying it again. It was cheap too. It was like $20 for the bottle, dude.
What was it called? Is it just a Kirkland
It's
old
literally
fashioned?
Kirkland Old Fashioned. I'll try and post a picture of it here so people can check it out. It was
Yeah, because I mean, I want to
it
try. I
was
mean,
really
usually
good.
because sometimes it's hard to find like a mixed drinks, like pre-mixed. Sometimes like
Dude, there's
it's
only
hard.
a couple places I know that make a good old fashioned, and I'm not going there very often. But it like
Yeah,
what's cool is if like say you don't want to have a beer or like out there it was kind of hot, so like you don't want to sit there and just drink beers all day.
yeah,
Dude, we would pour like I don't know 3 shots over a rock and just sit out there and we're chilling drinking that
yeah.
and oh my
Because I
lord,
think I
yeah.
also tried some like I think I have tried like I think it's a Jameson or something like that. That has
Uh-huh.
like a pre-mixed Moscow Mule or something like that,
Yeah.
and that is actually pretty good too. And they have like another one like Jameson and like lemonade. I'm like,
Damn,
oh,
that's
those Nicks
bomb.
are. I'm like, oh shit, they're actually pretty good.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But
All
yeah,
right,
I'm
on
gonna try
dude.
those out.
Well, we got a little bit of MLB to jump into real quick. We're going to go through some sports here and just kind of see what's going on in the world, get caught up a little bit. We're
Okay.
tracking 4 teams right now. We got the Yankees are actually sitting in first place at 20 and
Hmm,
16 in their division. Um,
okay.
so
Keep
they're
staying
kind of
strong
balling.
still.
Yeah, dude, it's looking like some of last year's teams are coming back. Their next game is Friday, 7:05. Is it still the Oakland A's? Have they moved yet?
I think they're in Sacramento right now.
Oh my god, dude. See, well, whatever
They're like in a
the
practice
A's,
facility.
the traveling A's. So they'll
Sacramento is
probably
Sac Town.
sack down. They're probably going to destroy them. Oh god. The Angels,
We'll see.
we've secured a spot in fifth, so that's not looking real good for the Angels. They're kind of sitting
And
at
I
the
seen
bottom.
that.
What
I
do you
seen that
see?
Trout got injured too, huh?
Yeah, dude, again, bro.
He gets injured early. Is it? I mean, like he's been injured a couple times, but I think it's been pretty early on now.
Fucking
Yeah,
early enough. You know what I mean? Like we're only what 50 some games in. Come
yeah,
on, bro. Not
yeah. I guess
even. We're like
he got a
35
Trout
games.
got a left knee bruise. So
What did he do? He must have slid or something, or did the ball hit him in the knee? I don't think the ball hit him in the knee.
probably or something like
Who knows, dude?
maybe. I mean, that's a bruise.
Think his wife hits him because like it's weird. Like he gets injured like randomly, dude. Like he'll have the Gordon the other night with that black eye. We're like, what happened, dude?
Oh, Aaron Gordon. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
really. Speaking of that, guys, we do have live coverage off to the side here. OKC 122, Denver 76.
Yeah, that's done.
Angels.
That game's over basically.
Yeah, it's done. It's
So
not even a.
basically, that's
It's not
so
even.
OKC. So it's 1-1 now, right? OKC 1-1.
No, Denver's gonna go. Oh yeah, sorry, you're right. Now it will be 1-1. Yes.
Yeah, because Denver won the
Yeah.
first game, so it still might be Denver. So it still looks kind of interesting. We'll see.
You realize they have 122 points and it's only the third quarter.
Yeah,
Oh
whoever bet the
god
over on
damn it!
that got lucky. Whoever got that over.
Big time.
It's like,
We've
God
been
damn, hell
gambling a
yeah.
lot lately, dude. I gotta slow down, but I need a 1-800 gambler. So the Angels are pretty much in last. They're gonna go. Baltimore's coming to the Angels on Friday at 6:30. Dodgers first place. Huh? Dodgers are
Hey.
back up to first, baby. All right.
Yeah,
24-12, and they're playing the Diamondbacks Friday at 6:40.
let's
Ooh.
go.
And then right behind you guys is your Padres. You know, they're going to be on your tails all year, dude, like little brother.
Mm-hmm.
Can't get rid of them.
Yeah,
23
two
and
wins down.
12, and they're
Yeah.
playing the Rockies next.
All
That's
right.
all we have for MLB, dude. I'll be honest. I mean, you know what's
And
funny
the
though is
Mets.
the
And the Mets
Angels.
are also on top of the league too.
Yeah, I was going to
What the
talk about them,
fuck?
but I'm already a Knicks fan, so I didn't want people to think I moved to New York. Unbelievable. Speaking of NBA, so we got some playoff standings, dude. Unfortunately, the Lakers were eliminated last week, guys. That's why we didn't have a show because I was dressed in all black. I didn't talk to no one in the family. I slept in the garage. Um, no,
Same, dude. I was depressed all
yeah, it was
weekend.
that. That sucked. That was kind of like, you know what? I think I was already pre-depressed going into that game because we needed to win like the next three straight. So I
Oh
was
yeah,
so bummed out the way that division that series went, but I don't know, dude. I honestly think the fucking Timberwolves wore themselves out a little bit because they got their ass kicked in game one.
yeah. I think that's what happened. I think right now they got their asses kicked. I think they might have gone too hard. Exactly. I think they might have rested too long too. Because I mean, they
Yes,
they kind of was
five
what game
days.
5? Yeah, 5 days basically.
They
5 games
rested
open.
for 5 days, dude. Oh
But for the
man.
Lakers, I mean, it's gonna be tough. I mean, I kind of think like the team was kind of more developed around like I guess Anthony Davis and LeBron.
Yeah,
Like it wasn't even built for like Luca at all.
not at
Like the
all.
Luca came in like kind of what was he in like 2 3 months, 2 months maybe I think.
Yeah, after
Like he didn't
not
even play.
playing,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Oh, and he wasn't even playing also, so he wasn't
since
even like.
December. So come
So
on, dude.
basically, it's like you start and you're starting on a new team too after your break. So I can see why Luca was kind of like. I mean, even and what's funny, like this was his worst season. His worst season was shooting a 28.5 average or something like that.
Right.
And I said, "What is this? Is fucking good? Then what the fuck, you know? Like, so
Well,
what's his
yeah,
ceiling if his fucking worst is almost averaging 28 points? You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
and
I
I
mean, like, I'm
think
not.
yeah, you're right.
I'm saying I'm not just really worried about the future. Like, hopefully, I'm pretty sure Luca's gonna come back. You know.
Well, you got to think too, dude. Is this off season?
Mhm.
That was one of the questions. Is like, what do we do this off season? Just let's say they don't do nothing. Just the fact that they're going to be together for an entire off season, a training camp, a restructure, or like a re-energized start to a
Yeah, yeah.
complete new season. I have a personal feeling that Luka Doncic is going to probably lean out a little bit just to
Oh
kind of
yeah.
quiet a lot of the drama around whatever, and it's going to help his joints, his ankles, his whatever.
Hmm.
And dude, if he picks up a little bit of speed and all of these guys get more in tune. The coach as well, though, because JJ
Hmm.
Redick like didn't even play Jackson Hayes at all in our last game, dude.
And
Sat him.
we definitely do need a center and some big in that
Huge
center.
big guy, dude. We need a big
Because I think
guy.
Luca used to play. I mean, the Mavs. You saw the players; they're all tall, so those were all
Yeah,
bigs for him.
yeah.
So basically, those were basically his rim protection back in the day. You know what I mean? So he kind of needs the same. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And as for LeBron, I mean, like at the end of the day, I mean, like if LeBron can pull in 25, 20 points, hey, the guy's doing what he got to do for a 40-year-old man. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, look, what LeBron needs to do, I think, is if he wants to continue to play and be a Laker, fine. But what I think he does need to do is agree to a restructure with his contract and minimize what because he doesn't need it, and it's not the fact that he's not worth it, but he's going to
Hmm.
do it because he wants to get another championship. So
And that's the
that's
thing.
theory.
And that's where it's going to come down to because I kind of heard where he kind of said that he doesn't want to take a minimum contract, but it's like if you want to win, you kind of have to because even Tom Brady had to take a cut at the end of his career. He's like, if
Yeah,
I want good players, I kind of have to. You know what I mean? If not, what the fuck? You're
why
gonna get the
not?
same.
Right.
And at the same time, why not? Like shit, what the fuck? You're probably gonna make
Yeah,
that money
why
back anyways.
why not, dude? You're gonna
Yeah.
get all of the perks of everything else on top of still playing, and then
Yeah.
possibly have a superstar around you
Hmm.
besides Luca.
Yeah.
Here's my prediction, dude. I've always liked Joel Embiid, and I know he
Yeah.
gets hurt and he's a big, heavy dude. But the fact that he came back, got hurt again, and now has been out and is now going to be out all of offseason, if he
Hmm.
also could get as healthy as possible and come back, dude, he could be a force with the
Hmm.
Lakers. Big time,
Yeah.
you
I
know?
like that's the thing about him, and I think one thing I like is that he is a lot of injury prone, like even
Yes.
more than AD.
Do you think who would you rather have though? Like I know this isn't a big, but like just player as far as their fragileness, Kevin Durant as an addition to the team or like a Joel Embiid because
Oh
they're
no,
you know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
KD.
KD,
KD.
okay, all right,
I think he's more of a perimeter shooter too, and he can get down with the three sometimes too.
yeah,
I think with Embiid lately, I think he's just been a little slow for me.
uh huh.
You know,
Oh,
he does play a good
absolutely,
defense, and he is a good big, but I feel like he's just been playing too slow. And I think KD
yeah.
can play sometimes defense, sometimes, not all the time. You
No,
know,
I
but
get
like
you.
he can. But the thing is that he needs to KD needs the ball a lot in order to make the system work.
He does.
But
One thing too with Kevin Durant is I've noticed he doesn't mind playing like second fiddle to another
no,
star.
no.
He just wants to get his 25, 30 points a night, and
Hmm.
I'm cool. Thank you. I had a good night. I think what we're seeing, dude, with like Kevin Durant, even now with Steph Curry's injury, who remains basically healthy all the time. This injury was very, very. For those that don't know, suffered a hamstring strain in their
Yeah,
first game there.
that's
They
crazy. I was
still,
actually watching that game.
yeah, oh hell yeah, dude, they still won the game against Minnesota. Draymond Green
Hmm.
played out of his socks. I mean, he played tremendously.
And that's probably one of the players that I was thinking like if the Lakers probably would have got him too, that would have been pretty
Oh
badass.
god. If he
Because
would
the
have
Lakers,
started with the Lakers with Draymond, he would have never. He would have been a lifer just like he is in Golden State,
yeah.
basically.
Because I heard some. Remember how there were some trade talks about Draymond coming,
I would have loved it,
but something about Draymond was like I didn't like. Oh, he can't really score, but like you know what I mean. But like he has good defense, and I think in his last game, I think he was like I don't know. I think he was like 7 for like 6 from the three. I
bro.
think or something like that.
Just was great. And I
But
seen
the
him.
thing
He was
about
running up and down the court hard as he could. He was
yeah.
blocking. He was shooting everything. He was.
Yeah, and I think I sent you guys one of the pics, one of the videos of like him talking shit to like Ant,
Oh yeah. Oh, he
because
was
he was
telling
saying,
him.
yeah,
Yep.
he was like, because I think Ant was like, oh, chill out, Draymond. He's like, well, why not? Why you telling me to chill out?
Uh
Shit.
huh.
He's like,
Well,
make me.
he. Yeah, because Ant Man was running his mouth in that one interview talking about,
Yeah,
oh, I can't wait to play him because of Draymond
yeah.
and da da da. Yeah, right, dude.
But we'll
Oh
see though.
shit.
So right
The
now they're 1-0, huh? So the basically Warriors lead right now.
Yeah, the Warriors do have the lead. Steph Curry is expected to miss at least a week. So how worried do you think the Warriors should be? I mean, they
All right,
obviously they
so
can do it, but you got to think if Curry didn't put up that 13 points in the beginning of the game, we don't know that they still win that game.
I don't know.
You
I
know?
think I think they still would have won that game.
Okay, that's fair.
I give it to their what was it? Is it Buddy Hill? Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
his name. Buddy Hill and what's his name? Because I think Buddy Hill had 24 points.
Oh,
Jimmy
and
Butler had
playoff
20.
Jimmy, yeah, and
Jimmy had
I
20.
think
So
Draymond had like
Draymond
35
had like
or
about Draymond had 18. So
he had a shitload of points. Yeah.
so oh actually he was 4 from 10 from the 3-point line last
What was
night.
his total points? Didn't he have like 30 points?
No, Draymond was 18 points.
Oh, really? Wow, guy, because he that
Yeah.
was a very fashionable 18 points, and I liked it because
So
he got in foul trouble, but he still kept his act together, bro.
yeah, yeah, and I think who stepped up was Buddy Hield. That's the guy who stepped up because he had
Yeah.
24 points.
Yep.
So 5 from
Very
8 from
very
3 points.
cool.
So and I think basically Edward was basically I think it comes down to basically for like if Anthony Edwards and like Julius are not shooting 30 plus, that it's not gonna work, dude.
Yeah.
They might get cooked, and they don't have enough defense. I think Rudy Gobert's getting punked by Draymond too. So
Yeah, it's funny because that Gobert, the way I don't know what happened with the Lakers in that series. I really don't. But the Timberwolves are not playing that first game with that same energy they played
yeah,
against the Lakers at all,
yeah.
dude. It looked like a bunch of zombies out there.
And I think it
And
might be too how they say like when you take a rest and you come back and play.
yeah,
You know,
well, look at Kansas
sometimes they
City. They lost the Super Bowl after
come
sitting
back
out. Guys
rusty.
got sick. They were rusty. Yeah, dude. You don't want that.
Yeah, so
You
that ends
know.
up happening.
And then we got so there right now. Golden State
So who
leads
do you
that one.
who do you have from that series actually? Warriors or Timberwolves?
God, dude. After this game, dude, it's like it's hard to say, but
I like Warriors from
right
this. I
now,
mean, I
Gundam.
want the Wolves to win it just because they beat us, but I
Yeah,
think Warriors might take it, man.
that's gun to my head. I kind of feel like the Golden State Warriors might, if they can squeak out another win or a really close game, and then Curry
Yeah,
comes back and he's actually healthy enough to play, they
yeah,
might have a chance, dude.
yeah. Because I mean, because they can lose this next game because this next game is basically their home second game. They
Yeah.
already won one home game,
Uh huh.
so the third game they're coming back home to
Golden
um
State.
Golden State. So
Yeah.
they could win those two right there, and basically you come back and it's basically almost over. Basically,
Exactly.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. So
Basically
I
a
don't know.
3-1
Shit.
maybe if that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right
So
now in a coin
it's not
toss,
looking good for them.
I'm gonna take the Warriors right now in that series. Fuck it, and I think it's gonna be 6 games, dude.
Yeah, me too. Give me. I like the Warriors on that one.
All right. OKC Thunder versus Denver. It's tied now 1-1.
1-1.
I'll tell you right
Dang,
now, dude. Denver played so good game one, but this OKC team tonight at already 133 points is playing unbelievable, dude.
All right, let me see the box score. Okay, so it looks like Aaron Gordon 10 points, Jokic 17, Murray 14, and that's it. That's basically their bench.
Wow.
Oh, and Westbrook had 19, I think.
Damn.
Well, he did
He's been their
something.
fucking leading scorer lately, damn near.
And Alexander had 34 this night.
Jeez, dude.
No.
But there's been a lot of scoring on that team because that's 100 other points that got scored.
Yeah, because you have basically like like if you look at their starters, they're basically 15 and up.
That's so cool.
I think for except for Dort, but even their bench is running like actually not too bad. But I think yeah, Joe this has 10 points. Even their bench had about 10 points. So that even if your bench is actually doing pretty good,
Those dudes are hot right now, bro.
yeah. So it looks like the whole team was there.
You know
You
what
know,
might throw them off a little bit though, and you got to always remember one thing about certain like NFL teams and NBA teams is this the altitude, because now they got to go from fucking Oklahoma, dude, to
Colorado.
Denver at 5,280 feet or whatever
Oh
their
yeah.
number is on the floor on the stadium.
So
So
Denver's gonna get that. Denver's never gonna get that advantage, and they already got one. They already snuck one game from them. I think they might get the next
that's
one. I
what's
don't know.
scary. So who do you see winning that series, dude? Or is it
Fuck,
going to go
dude.
7 maybe? Whew.
Fuck, it has to now at this point. Like I feel like they're gonna go 1-1-1-1-1.
That's how it feels. That's literally how it feels, dude.
If I
Yeah.
had to choose, man, but I feel like OKC is like the one that you have to bet just because they've been the one series the whole time.
Yeah.
But at the same time, look at Boston. So it's like, well, even the Cavs. Look at the Cavs. Damn, they were number one seed and they're fucking not even two
I
down now.
know. I know.
So it's not looking good for them either. Uh,
Oh man, I don't know. I'm gonna take. You know what? Fuck. That's a tough one, dude. That's a hard series to like. If you were gonna gamble on it right now for a future to win because it's tied up
no,
one
dude,
one,
it's
that
like a
would
flip
be
of a coin.
tough. It
You probably have
is.
better odds on that.
Um, Well, I don't know. We'll think
You know
about
what?
that
You know
one, but
what? Give me Nuggets, dude.
damn,
I'll ride with Jokic.
I
Fuck
think
it,
I was
chingue su
gonna
madre.
take the Nuggets too, dude. I kind of was gonna take them. I see. I
I
don't
mean,
know if
at the
they'll
end of the
get
day,
past
they're
the
still
next series, but I think they do. They
yeah,
might win this one.
because they are the more experienced team. They've been to the playoffs, so they kind of already. I feel like Jokic already knows what's up, and I
Yeah,
seen him coaching the team too. He's kind of the coach now too. So like, since they
yeah.
lost their coach,
I think they
and
retired
OKC, I
tonight.
can yeah, and the OKC, I mean, they're still young. They're good, but they're still young. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the thing about that the OKC, their whole bench and their starters have to all be playing perfectly aligned. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No one can miss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But even with that, they fucking right now it's basically a fourth quarter, 6 minutes left, and they're down 40. So I don't know. You know
Oh
what I mean?
man. Good night.
But it can be one of those games where like they're like, "Fuck it, let's just go back home."
Yeah.
Let's rest, go back home, kill them with 2 games. You know what I'm saying? Now you're up 3-1 when you come back to their house.
Yeah.
So there we go. You know what I mean? It is also like a game you have to play too because you can't. It's like a marathon. You know what I mean? You can't just sprint because yeah, you can win the first game, but then what? You know what I mean? It comes the second game, third game, fourth game.
Well,
You know
see,
what I
it's
mean?
funny you say that because we're going to talk about the Knicks Celtics. Everybody said Knicks just got that first tee box jitter and you hit a good drive. Like sometimes your adrenaline works in your favor. And then they came right back out. They were down by, I think, 20 points at the fucking half, and they beat them 90-91. They beat them, bro. So now the Knicks are up 2-0. So now what's the excuse going to be? Because now you're going to the Gardens.
Yeah, and it was crazy because I'm like, I was actually because I was watching I was at the bar actually. I
Yeah.
was watching this
Oh,
game
nice,
like,
dude.
well, that's tonight. And like, it was funny. There was actually some old man who was a Yankee fan because I seen he had a Yankee hat, and
Uh,
that dude was just like, I think when I was watching the game the whole time. I was like looking back. I'm like, Boston has this shit in the bag. I'm like, I didn't even
yeah.
look back. I was just like in my fucking, I was drinking my beer, chilling. I'm like,
Yeah.
Boston won this one. It's all good. And then next thing you know, some old man just starts screaming and shit with the
Oh,
Yankee
my
hat. He's like, "Oh
God.
fuck yeah!" Like I'm like, "Shit." He's like, and then I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?" He's like, "Fuck Boston." Shit, dude.
Oh,
I was
shit.
like, I'm like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And I look back, dude, and fucking Boston had just lost it on TV.
That's
And then at the
crazy.
same time, I was just like, "Fuck Boston!" And that dude just came over
Oh,
here.
my
And he
God.
even came over here and dapped me up and shit.
That's
I
so
was like, that
cool.
dude. It was funny though, dude. I was like, hell yeah, dude. I'm like 2-0. But
It's
Celtics
amazing.
had a I think Celtics had an easy run last year because
Yeah.
most of the teams were injured. I think everybody kind of knew that. I
Yeah.
mean, people try to say deny it, but I think the reality was that
Hey, I say
I
put an
think
asterisk next to that. That's kind of like a bubble championship. They didn't play no one.
no, because I think like even Jimmy got injured, Joel Embiid got injured,
Right.
Giannis got injured. Dude, no one was
Yeah.
even in the Eastern Conference. It's like
I know.
so now the Heat even like the like so it's like a 7% chance that a team comes back from a 2-0, and it's not
That's
looking good for them.
tough,
So it
bro.
looks like
That's what
Knicks might just
happened to
ride them out, dude.
us.
Yeah.
So you say the Celtics win the next one, okay,
No.
which I
But
don't
at the
even
same,
know, but then you know what I mean? Yeah, you're against the gun now.
yeah, because you basically have to come back now and win at their house when they're up 2-0. Oh hell no! You know how New York gets. You know how crazy they're in
Dude.
the streets right now. They're going crazy right
Oh
now in New
my
York.
god. Spike Lee's already there.
Yeah, dude.
The
Shout out to our
game's
New
not
York
for two
fans if
days.
you're hearing us
Yeah, New York, yeah. Oh
from
my
Cali or
god.
New York. But I know those guys are
Yeah.
going crazy right now out there in the streets.
And there's some great players on the Celtics. I would love to have Jalen Brown. I'd love to have these guys.
Oh
But
yeah,
as a Lakers fan, it's hard for me to go for the Celtics. And
yeah. Oh,
I
I can
took the
never go for.
Knicks because I like
I'm a
Jalen
Laker fan.
Brunson. But I
Yeah.
was pretty much sent out to the pasture when I said, "Oh, I think the Knicks are going to." What the fuck? Hell no!
I
You know,
can't
I
go for no
could
matter what. I can't go no matter what for Boston, so I have to pick the
no,
Knicks.
no, yeah, exactly, dude. So
So and right now, basically, I think right now, let's see, what are the odds for Game 3?
shit.
Um, do they have it? Oh, they do. Oh shit, they have Knicks. Well, they actually have Celtics at -5.5. Wait, they actually
Oh
no,
shit!
no,
So
no,
the
no. They have
Celtics.
Celtics. No, they have Celtics at -5.5.
Yeah, so Celtics are favored.
What?
Yep,
At Knicks home?
that means they're already losing by 5 points when the game starts. So if you want that spread to hit, then you would say, yeah,
You
I
have to
think
have the Knicks to
they'll
win. Then
yeah.
you
So if
basically have
you
to pick
so
the Knicks to win.
basically yeah, if it's like the Knicks will be plus, then that means the Knicks are +5, and like what's the money line? What does it show on there? That's the spread. Does it show money line? It'll be like it's probably
Oh, plus the Knicks are +175 money line.
yeah. So that means if you bet 100 and the Knicks win, you win 175. So actually, the Celtics are still favored to win that because yeah, because what ends up
Oh, so it
happening
actually
is
looks like you should bet on the Knicks then. And because they're
I
coming home
would,
on a 3-0 win, why not? But at the same
I
time, I don't
would,
know,
but see, that's kind of where it starts to get iffy because game three, everybody's thinking, oh yeah, look, they beat them there. They're going to definitely beat them in that, but that's not usually how it works. You know what I mean? Like we
Yeah.
had to win one in Minnesota.
So that means that
Boom.
Las Vegas knows something that might happen in this game.
It's a very
That means
similar series
everybody
to
might bet
ours, dude.
Knicks, but the same. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Maybe you're
Yeah.
smart people.
Be smart. Don't think that plus means that they're favored. That means you just win more if you. So plus is underdog, minus is like who's gonna win.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
Canelo, if you wanted to bet on Canelo, he's like -2,000.
Yeah. You can't really.
You
Yeah.
can
You
you
can't
have
really
to
win.
bet $2,000 to win 100.
No.
So I'm out.
I think the Crawford fight might be more interesting.
Yeah. Cavs, dude, right now versus the Pacers. The Pacers are up 2-0 in that series.
I
Notable
don't know, dude.
injuries for the Cavs. They have their power forward, Evan Mobley. He's day to day with an ankle. Their small forward, DeAndre Hunter, is day to day with a thumb. And then their point guard, Darius Garland, has a toe sprain. So they're depleted. I mean, they were healthy all fucking year long, dude. And now they get injured. And look, another series, you're down two. What are you going to do? You're headed to Indiana.
Yeah. It's not looking good for them right now.
Shit.
And I think they also Cavs lost at home too. I think.
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah, it
dude.
was because I remember seeing on the game where I think they were screaming like overrated to Halliburton. They were like, oh,
Yeah.
overrated.
Yep.
And I think Donovan Mitchell was actually telling the crowd like, hey, relax. Like
Yes, he
he's
was.
getting
He
actually
was.
he's actually coming more like he's getting more better, because it,
Right.
it fires you up, when they
It
trying
does.
to talk shit to you, like, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna shut these motherfuckers up right now, you know.
Right.
It's exactly
Well,
what he did, dude.
dude, and that one play Donovan Mitchell got tangled up with, I forget who it was. He gets tangled up and he comes down and like the dude like almost snaps his neck. Like he twists his head and he was walking like his whole body was hurting and like oh, I thought Mitchell was going to go out too. So yeah, it's a tough scene right now for the Cavs, dude.
Yeah, even for being like, and that's what sucks is like they were like, doing one of the best. But I think that's when it comes down to like, even if you're number one seed, it really doesn't matter. I think once it comes to playoffs, it's fucking game time.
Absolutely.
Anything can happen in the playoffs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we'll
And
see. I'm
especially
going
for
to
like,
take the Pacers in that one.
yeah. I mean, I kind of already been. I think since like I think we've been talking about the NBA playoffs. I've been liking the Pacers, dude. I've been told you guys to be
They're
ready for them.
very under the radar. Yeah, I remember a
And
couple
I think that's what
times.
it was.
Yeah,
I
we're
think I
like,
brought it up a couple of times. I'm like, hey, I like these guys. These guys might be the ones.
yeah, because they were under the radar. They're not talked a lot in media. They were just continuing to win. And now
Mhm.
look, they're in the second round of the playoffs up 2-0. Hello.
Yeah. And they're coming back to Indiana. So that one
Damn.
might actually be a one that they might actually go 3-0. They might actually sweep them. Fuck. I don't think they might sweep them. I might go to 5 maybe, but I mean, Cavs
Damn.
won't go out like that. Hope not, but they might go to 5.
Yeah. Well, we'll
And I
keep
think
an eye on
even,
that shit because right now
yeah,
we
because the,
still. Uh huh.
yeah, because Pacers right now, our money line is plus 120 Pacers.
Oh, so see, again, the Cavs are favored to win game three.
So they're kind of thinking that these guys are coming back with vengeance.
You know what? A lot of it is too is because, like, let's say you are a Pacers fan and you put money on a sweep, or you know what I'm saying, or now you want to bet that you're going to just win out or whatever. They're trying to make it look like, well, not only they're trying to make it's very very hard to sweep in a second round playoff.
Yeah.
So it's more than likely you might get the 5 game, the gentleman's sweep. But if they're
Mhm.
going to win one, more than likely, 10 times out of 10, it's game 3 that opponent will win. Like the Lakers won game 3, and
Yeah,
we're
we
like,
did
all
too.
right,
That's what I was about to
cool.
say.
You know what I mean? So it's very similar. We're seeing it throughout. That's why you're seeing the line. But like if you're, like if you're a diehard or like you're one of these people that just gambles, like, with extra hundreds of dollars all over the place, then yeah, you're always
You're
going to
kind of
take
that's a
that.
lock. That's like what they call a lock, supposedly,
Yeah,
right?
you want to
That
say, you know
Cavs
what?
or Pacers are winning that lock as a lock.
Uh huh.
Might be, but it's not. You know,
Exactly. It's still a gamble.
it's still a
So,
gamble. Hell yeah,
and then like let's
stay
say all of
safe.
a sudden the Cavs have all their guys back because they're now all listed day to day or game time decision.
Hmm.
Boom, they come out. You guys are pumped up because you're back home. You're up 2, and this team just comes out and slaps you real quick. Now you got to refocus, go back, win game 4, and then hopefully you go win back in Cleveland for 5
Yeah,
or whatever. So yeah, dude, that's what I love it. That's why for me. Even though the Lakers are out, I'm continuing to watch all these games because
yeah,
dude. I'm seeing the most action I've seen. We've had like 3 game buzzer beaters. All of the underdog teams won their first games. Like it's awesome, dude.
dude. The fucking Thunder's about to drop like 150 on fucking
I
the
can't
Nuggets
even
right now.
believe it. I can't even believe that.
Yeah, so
Unbelievable.
that's looking bad.
I,
And
I did
yeah,
want to ask you here a quick couple questions about the NFL. And if you don't have
all right.
anything else on NBA, so we're taking, it looks like I'm taking Pacers,
Yeah, I
Knicks,
had Pacers. Fuck it.
Warriors, and Denver.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Where's Ish, dude?
Mhm.
We need him to be here so he could take all the opposites. Fucking guy. Anyways, rate your team's draft. So I put the Saints and the 49ers. I didn't write out their whole name and school and stats and all that.
Mhm.
Just basically, so like Saints, we got an offensive tackle, a quarterback, a defensive tackle, a safety, a
You guys got a
linebacker.
quarterback?
Dude, we got a quarterback. He's a 7-year guy from Louisville in our second round. I'm like, why the fuck didn't we take that Jackson Dart? Or why didn't we take the Dylan Gabriel? Or why didn't we take Shedeur Sanders and we took a 7-year? Oh, well, we're really liking what we're seeing out of him. Well, yeah, he's almost 40 fucking years old, still in college, dude.
Oh,
He's
that's the
this.
guy that I remember saying that that I think like some guys are already retiring from the NFL or something like that, and then
Yeah.
this guy's like barely starting his rookie contract.
Yeah. So he's like the
Is that the
same
guy?
age
Okay.
as like, shit, who's been in 2 years? He's like the same age as, let's see.
I forgot who he was with, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So he's like a 2-year in quarterback already where I'm just like,
Mhm.
oh my God, dude, here we go. But I don't know. Supposedly they like
Okay.
what he see.
Mhm.
Then we got a defensive tackle, a safety,
Yeah.
linebacker. We got a cornerback, a running back, which was cool, a tight end, and an edge. So a little bit of
Okay.
everything. Obviously, they got to still make it all the way onto the roster without being traded around. They have to go through
Yeah.
tryouts, make sure they don't get cut, all that kind of shit. 49ers did okay. They got an edge for defense in their first round, so they're trying to help out your guys there on the defensive line.
Yeah, I'm not
Um,
surprised. They always go for defense. Like I'm surprised the O line was. I mean, they got some
yeah.
offensive. I think did they? I
Well, dude, you
think they
guys
did.
went defensive edge, defensive tackle, a linebacker, a cornerback, another defensive tackle, and then wide receiver, running back,
Offense.
offense, and
Offense.
then a safety offense. And then you guys took a quarterback. I don't know much about
Why?
him. An
Yeah.
offensive guard and another receiver. So you got a little bit of both. I mean, but again,
We kind of needed some like protection, a little bit more protection for Purdy. But we'll see. Because right
yeah.
now, what I'm hearing right now for Purdy is that I think he might be trying to. arrange like a $50 million
Dude, I
contract,
think he's gonna get it, bro.
and 50 million is not crazy. You know what I
It's
mean?
not. It's
But it's
not.
also like
But
yeah, it's doable.
the
I
only
wouldn't
reason
go
I
crazy.
would say it's not bad is because they started giving $50 million contracts probably to quarterbacks probably like about 3 seasons ago, I would say. But
Yeah.
this year they're already upping the cap for each team. How much they can spend and all that without being over their limit and this and that without having to do contract restructure. They're upping it like 25 million or some shit. So already half of his contract is just going to be assumed by the new money, which still now frees up all of the other money from the restructure because they got rid of a lot of people. Samuel, who was you guys got rid of one defensive guy? Who is it? Okafor or something like that. Am I saying his name right?
Puka Nakua, but I mean, not Puka Nakua. Tufunga.
Yeah. Oh,
We actually,
Tufunga. Yeah.
yeah, we actually got rid of a lot of players.
He had a
Shit.
nasty comment out the other day saying because they some comment about Brock Purdy getting a contract and like
Oh
how
yeah, I
he
heard that.
yeah, and he was just like, well, if we wouldn't have had to do everything on our end and receivers could have actually had a ball thrown to them, maybe we would have won a Super Bowl. Like he went off.
Uh-huh.
And supposedly the rumor is that he's mad because he didn't want to leave the 49ers and that they got rid of him so they could make more money available for Purdy. And I mean, I get it, dude. You know how it is. You get
Yeah,
traded, you're like, fuck that, you know.
yeah, but
But
it's all right.
one other team I did cover is the Browns because we kind of got some big news with the
Mhm.
Browns. But the way I did it is I didn't go down everybody they got, but I just want to go over. You know who their quarterback room is right now? They have Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Deshaun Watson, and then they just drafted 2 quarterbacks. They got the Oregon's quarterback Dylan Gabriel and Colorado's Shedeur Sanders, bro. What are we doing in Cleveland? I'm
I don't know,
like,
dude.
oh
They got a
my
lot of quarterbacks on
God.
there, dude.
Dude, their training
But
camp is going to be like all balls just flying through the air, quarterback training like
I'm
crazy.
surprised they should do what is that thing called, the hard knocks on them?
Yeah. Oh, that would be so good. I wonder if they
Yeah, they
will.
should just do it on that.
I wonder if they will.
Yeah, why not?
That would be tremendous. Especially because they could like
Yeah,
talk about the drama around Deshaun and everything going on there, and then
yeah,
like how Miles Garrett was so out the door but stayed,
yeah,
and dude, that's gonna be fucking.
yeah.
He
And
stayed, didn't he?
also,
Stay? Miles Garrett stayed,
yeah.
right? Oh, I was thinking he
No,
almost.
he did stay actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but also I was gonna say, how do you feel how they handled Shooter Sanders? I guess in the whole NFL draft.
That's a great question, dude. I was first of all, just for clarification, I think the prank call to
That was fucked up.
Shedeur was bullshit, dude.
Yeah,
So one of the coaches' kids from
Atlanta.
the Atlanta Falcons got the number and prank called him as if, "Hey, you've been drafted," blah blah blah, and they were like
Fucking
cheering
assholes.
this and that, and it would come, and they're like, their people are calling like, "No, this isn't true." They see it on TV that it's not true, and they're like, "What the fuck was that?" So it was a big old thing. So I think if he would have just got drafted in the 5th round to the Browns, it wouldn't have been like as shitty as going through the prank call as well. Because I think, dude, that's like getting kicked when you're down. You know,
Yeah, that was fucked up. I was like, what the fuck?
I was blown away because
And
I would have loved to have had him. And then when he passed the Cowboys and kept going, I was like, "Oh shit, dude! All the
I ain't gonna
rumors
lie,
are fake."
even when like I'm like, he's for sure going to the Saints. Like low key, I thought he was going to
For
the Saints.
real, for real.
Because even I think Hunter was like, hang
Yeah.
on, the Saints might get him, and he was like
Uh huh.
waiting to see if they announced his name, and they didn't. I was like, oh fuck, that's
Dude,
fucked
I
up.
couldn't believe it. And that Cam Ward from Miami went number 1 overall to Tennessee Titans. And there's video of him and Shedeur like talking shit to each other at football camp or whatever, like at the combine or whatever it is. And
Yeah,
dude, he's just talking mad shit to Shedeur, saying, "You're not even going to get drafted. I'm going to go number 1." And Shadeur's like, "Man, you don't even know where I come from. We're like lions where I come from. We have way more heart." And look, you know what I mean? So I don't know what the strategy was for the Browns because now they're coming out and saying, Well, no, we knew it was a no brainer when he was still available and the fit to take him. The rumor I'm hearing is that if any team would have took him in, say, the first 2 rounds, that coach's head would have been on the chopping block
Oh,
because they
that's
would
what I
have
think I
wanted
was kind of hearing.
Shedeur. I mean, they would have wanted
Yeah,
Dion.
yeah.
And I think that had a lot to do with like coaches like around the league probably talking ahead of time, like, which I don't think they're supposed to do, but it was one of those like silent conversations, like everybody hold out, hold out, hold out, and then whoever
Hmm.
gets him, I guess.
Yeah,
So, you think he'll
but
be a
yeah,
starter?
yeah. I mean, I think right now, I think he's gonna just basically, like, hopefully, just prove himself to the NFL,
Yeah,
and like basically, like that's just gonna basically like it's gonna basically either bite everybody in the ass, so then
right.
or because at the
Man,
end of
dude,
the
I'm
day, for
so
him, it's only
excited.
on. It's at the end of the day, it's only up from here.
Yeah, the draft
Because like,
class, like, yeah, go
because
ahead.
did the Browns make the playoffs last year? I don't think they did.
Hell nah. The
That's what I'm saying. So
Browns,
like, if they make the playoffs, man, or
right,
something close to that
right.
with Schroeder, damn, dude, I don't know what the hell was going on with the NFL. That just means scouting there was bullshit. And all the motherfuckers need to get fired.
Oh, there's going to be heads rolling. Tom Brady says that he knows him really good, and he reached out to him and told him, like, look, dude, I was
Yeah,
drafted 199th. He goes, use
yeah,
this shit as motivation. That was the first
oh
thing I
yeah.
did. He said, whatever team drafted me, I went there and I played my heart and soul out to make sure that that
Hmm.
team was successful. And I mean, look at the career he had. And
Oh yeah,
Brady's
fuck yeah.
convinced that Shedeur Sanders is a very, very good quarterback. And I was surprised the Raiders didn't attempt to get him though, because Brady has a big
And
part
that's
in
too.
that.
But and this is what I mean, like how like Heisman, like the Hunter won the Heisman, right, or something like that,
Yes,
right?
yeah, he did.
You know what I mean? I'm like, at the end of the day, who the fuck is throwing the ball to him? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, isn't the fucking quarterback the guy throwing the ball to the damn wide receiver, making sure he
Yep.
gets his shit? But I
Hmm.
mean, I get it's also the wide receiver's job to catch it. But
No, but
if that
what you're saying
motherfucker, if your Q,
is right.
but if your QB ain't throwing good, then what the fuck?
Yeah, it has to start with the QB. That's why they're in the
Yeah,
position they're in. They're number one on the roster. You look on
yeah.
any team right now; it starts with quarterbacks.
And I think it's like the first time Colorado has ever won like some college
Oh,
bullshit. I think like
bro, dude, they haven't won this much since I don't even know when. I don't know that much history about
yeah,
them, to be honest.
yeah. But I think also like I think he probably had a couple to do with the Heisman for Hunter. You know what I mean? On that, shit alone. I mean, a QB has
Yeah,
to give you your fucking picks to make sure he's throwing that motherfucker good, so you can get those good catches.
yeah. Well, another crazy story, dude, behind the Sanders family and the whole draft is the other brother. I think he's
Oh, I heard about that.
I don't know, was he a wide receiver or whatever I forget. I should have looked it up so that it doesn't I had the information, but he fired his dad as his agent, and as soon as he fired his dad as an agent and took a different agent, Tampa Bay took him.
Yeah, I think it might
Undrafted.
have been his. I think it might have been his pops too, a little bit, maybe.
Yep. I think it
Because
showed
I mean,
Tampa Bay, hey, you know what? I'm willing to
yeah,
separate myself from my dad and all. It's you know what it is? It's a little bit of the Ball family effect. You know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying? But the only difference is LeVar Ball wasn't fucking Deion Sanders in the past. That's the difference.
yeah.
You know?
And that's the thing, I mean, you could say more like LeBron James almost, kind of, because I mean, he
Yep.
brought his son in, but I think
Yeah.
it's because LeBron's playing currently, so he's able to do that. You
Oh
know,
yeah, because
but I
if he
think,
wasn't playing, I don't think he would have had that influence.
since like Dion is such a fucking legend, like his influence is already like, or any opinion on anything, it's kind of like it will be taken pretty serious.
Yeah,
So
dude,
I think that's where like coaches are kind of scared, like where he can kind of almost take over, you know.
and you got to
And I
think
think that's where,
besides the Cowboys, there wasn't a
yeah,
whole lot of teams that really liked Deion Sanders. And you know
oh
what?
yeah,
Some of that old school shit still carries on. Still, some of the same owners from back then, and they're like, you know what? fuck, that guy used to make our life hell. I don't want nothing to do with him in our organization. We don't want that
Yeah,
kind
that
of
makes
attention.
sense.
But it's
Yeah.
crazy that the Browns, who have so much negative attention all the fucking time, ever since
Yeah.
the whole Baker Mayfield scandal
Oh
and all
yeah.
of that shit, and then their only shining moment in anything lately has been Jameis Winston, and he's gone. To take on
Oh yeah.
another drama surrounded player is they're only doing it now for the attention. I'm sorry. I hope he's good though. I do. I hope he works out. I hope
No,
that
I mean I hope it goes good because I mean like I will actually want to watch a. I would never want to say this again, but I'm probably gonna watch a Browns game.
I'm going to watch every Browns game there is if he's the quarterback. You can
That's what I'm
guarantee it,
saying.
dude.
Yeah, I
All
mean like
fucking, you know.
and I think where it said like I think his jersey might be the number one selling jersey right now or something.
Dude, he had one of the top selling jerseys in the draft. It was Travis Hunter, Shedeur Sanders, Cam Ward. I think
Yeah,
that receiver Golden that went to Green Bay.
yeah,
There was a few. I was just
yeah.
like, damn. See, it doesn't
And I'm
really
also interested
matter.
to see what, and I'm also really interested to see what Cam Ward does in Tennessee. Right, he's in Tennessee, right?
Oh, dude, he's gonna tear it
That
up. He's
one,
a
I
dog,
want to
bro.
see that. That
He's a
hopefully, I mean,
very
it might be a 180. You think to that team, maybe you like that?
he's gonna be a humongous part of that team, dude.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, he's gonna be huge. He's gonna change that team, I guarantee. He has that NFL like body, like his body of work is
Yeah,
already
because he
like
does. He looks real good,
he's
man.
badass, dude. He's so sick. And that's Michael Irvin's alumni, so he's all excited to go watch some
Hmm.
Tennessee ball. Speaking of the Cowboys, they just got they're very excited right now. They got George Pickens from Pittsburgh. And I'm hearing a rumor now that Pittsburgh is obviously looking to replace that receiver. And they're going after what's that kid over there that's at the Jets that used to it's not Jared Allen.
Zach,
No,
is it
no,
Zach something?
I got his name wrong. But dude, he's supposed to be possibly coming over there, and I'm wondering if that's like a final. Hey, Aaron Rodgers, come over. You know that kind of a thing to
Well, right now what I'm
Pittsburgh.
hearing is that he might actually be in Steelers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So basically, the Steelers are getting rid of George Pickens, and I'm hearing that the Jets are possibly going to trade Alan Lazard. That's the guy. They're going to
Oh,
trade
okay.
Alan Lazard to Pittsburgh, and that's one of Aaron Rodgers' homies, dude. So it's
So
all
he's
kind
gonna
of
go to
starting to
Pittsburgh.
make sense. It's starting to look that way.
Oh, yeah. Because right now what I heard that he might have given him like a. He might have even told him over the phone that he might go to Pittsburgh. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
huh? But do you think the
Because where's Russell
Cowboys did
Wilson right
good
now?
with that pickup? The Cowboys that's not a bad pickup for them, huh?
I
That
mean, yeah,
George
that
Pickens.
guy's good. I like it,
Okay, all right. Did he run all over
but
the
we'll see.
Niners or no? I need to know.
Not enough.
Oh, we don't talk a lot of hockey, but there was breaking news today. The NHL is expanding. They announced they have a new team in Utah called the Utah Mammoth. Go Mammoth! So
Utah
there's your
Mammoth.
hockey
What the
highlight.
fuck?
I know it just happened. Bryson DeChambeau, he wins Korea in their last event for Live, and Scotty, he wins the CJ Cup. Byron Nelson.
Okay.
We got big news, guys. Are you ready for this, Aaron?
All right.
We got big news coming up in the golf world. Not this weekend. There's a couple of golf tournaments this weekend for PGA. We're not too worried about it, but we do have big news coming up next weekend, the PGA Championship. And I was reading today online, 15 golfers from the Live Tour have been invited and have accepted their invitation, bro. So I have the list of the 15 guys. That's going to be cool, no?
Hmm.
Because, dude, the Masters was way more fun getting to see, like, all the top names together. I really enjoyed it,
Oh yeah.
you know?
So who's gonna be on the tour?
Coming over from Live, you got Richard Bland, you got Dean Burmester, Bryson DeChambeau, Sergio Garcia, Terrell Hatton, Dustin Johnson, Martin Kamer, Brooks Kepka, Tom McKibben, Phil
Damn, that's a lot
Mickelson,
of people.
Joaquin Neiman, David Puig, John Rahm, and Patrick Reed, and Cameron Smith, dude. So that's literally all the fucking top guys that we're missing in PGA are going to be back for that event. Cannot wait.
Okay.
And that's going to be May 15th through the 18th. So we'll have a chance to talk about odds and stuff on the next show, but that's going to be at Quail Hollow in North Carolina. Dude, that's one of the best events of the year, dude. Are you gonna watch it? Hell yeah.
We'll check it out.
But dude, I still like Scotty Scheffler, like to see him and Bryson and some of these guys, Koepka, and then be up in the top, Rory, like, dude, that's when it really gets fun.
So is this? So when's the PGA Tour Championship? Oh, it's next week.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is the one I'm talking about. The current one that's going is where like they're having we're going to talk about right now. They're having a little creator classic and all that. There's it's a different championship. It has like a weird name.
I think it's called the Truist Championship.
There you go. Yeah. So that one's this current weekend
in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that one will be good too. I'm not sure if all of the players are playing that one, but they are actually doing a Creator Classic type event out there today, or on Wednesday they did it. So that's kind of cool because that leads us into like our next topic too. But dude, the PGA Championship's gonna be that's the shit, Aaron. I can't wait, dude.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be good because then you can actually see. I think Xander won that one last year.
Oh man, yeah. See, there's another name, and what we'll do then, we'll put the odds out, and maybe we can do like a parlay or something, and pick like 5 players that we like, and then I can try and put that in. I have a buddy in Arizona that can, we'll hook some, put in some real bets on this thing. All right, they got us. FBI pulled up, dude.
Allegedly.
Oh, allegedly. So yeah, odds will be released, and we'll talk more about that big event next week, guys. Right now, I want to talk a little bit, Aaron, about the future of YouTube golf, dude, because it's kind of going from just like, oh, I like Bob Does Sports, or he likes Good, or like, I like Brian Bros, to where they're almost kind of coming together more. And you made a really good point on the last podcast about like possibly maybe they're trying to do like their own league, right? Mm-hmm. Like instead of like PGA or LIV, like they're going to create their own thing, because people will watch that more anyways, this and that. And and it come to find out, you're actually onto something that we didn't realize was going to be confirmed sooner. But PGA and LIV are both going to continue to try and work with creators to do these events on their tours. Mm-hmm. But Barstool Sports owner Dave Portnoy announced a $1 million golf tournament coming up, and that's going to be in August 12th through the 16th at Big Cedar Lodge in Missouri, and they're teaming up with Bob Does Sports. And basically what they want to do is they're going to get 60 of the top YouTube creators, whether you're good at golf, shitty at golf, does not matter. Get everybody together and do like scrambles based off of your scores and stuff for a grand prize of $1 million. And what he's hoping for is this will be the first event to hopefully launch like this new YouTube league, bro. And man, that's going to be so cool, dude.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, that's pretty cool too. I think where it's going to come down to be where like, I think like what I started noticing a little bit from like these creator classics is that you kind of have like, you kind of still do. You got like semi-professionals.
Yeah,
I guess you consider them still professionals, but they're like semi-professionals because they kind of went to college, or like they played more or they might even played in the PGA Tour. You know what I mean?
Right, or Corn Ferry or something along those.
Yeah,
right.
Something like that. And that's where I'm thinking like it's still a college. I get it. It's still the Creators Classic, but at the same time, are we watching creators who just like I get Bob Does Sports. Like those guys are not like your normal.
It's more
golfers,
of a comedic. It's more of a show, like a comedy type show.
I like that because it's more like of your average golfer. You know what I mean? I rather watch those guys. You know what I mean? Average golfer golf, and like if I want to watch a semi-professional or a professional play, I rather watch them. Instead of it's almost like saying like I'd rather watch the real tour, which is PGA Tour. I don't want to watch a semi-professional, because at the end of the day, you're almost watching like G League. I mean, no one likes watching G League.
I couldn't agree more. I could, and
You
I
know what I mean?
see. I think what the strategy will be for what the article kind of read about from what I was gathering, dude, is more or less like somehow involving the shittier players and creators from YouTube to somehow be able to still win matches. So, like, let's say
Yeah.
it's like, the George brothers who are, or like Grant Horvat and one of the George brothers, and then like
Mm,
Bob and fucking, the other dude from whoever, or they're not very good, but that team makes up of a
mm-hmm.
of an overall like middle of the road team. Then it would be super exciting because it's basically
Yeah.
like when you watch Bob Does Sports, Fat Perez pretty much makes all of the good shots. But when Bob or Cold Cuts makes a really good shot, it's like, damn,
Yeah.
it's even more exciting because we can relate to that feeling.
Oh yeah, and that's the
You know what I'm
thing. And I think
saying?
that's where it comes down to, like, we like kind of like the YouTube golf. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because it's more like it's almost like the backyard golfer going out there and trying to compete. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go watch
Yeah.
that shit. You
Or
know what I'm
say
saying?
like the YouTube version
Or
has
yeah.
they are allowed to drink, and so, or like something to where like they know they're going for money, but if they want to
Hmm.
do this or this they can, so that it's still like entertaining on top. Like you said, I don't want to
Hmm.
just sit there and watch like no name tennis. You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
I was forced to watch tennis, then I'm gonna go watch Serena Williams play some, German chick and like watch the
Or
real
the
deal.
Wimbledon.
Yeah, exactly. So I see your side of it because otherwise it's just going to get boring. Because I posted you guys the one the other day that they did. It was like
Yeah.
a qualifying to
Yeah.
go on PGA, and like honestly, it was kind of boring, dude.
Yeah,
Because
because
like
it's
they're
more like
whispering and like I'm like,
it's
what
too
the hell?
serious almost.
It's too serious. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bob
And I
or
think it's
Fat
where
Perez was more like, oh, what are we going to do for lunch? Like then it was funny.
and I think for the Creator Classic, they kind of got to start expanding more, like start making it more of like less of like actual like I get the competition, but like make it more like YouTube related kind of friendly. You
Right,
know what I mean?
right. More of like some
Instead of
sort
like
of a scenario instead of
or
just
something.
regular golf. And well, that's why I think this first one will be very, very entertaining because when they talk about creators, they're talking about some creators that like their thing on YouTube is like, say mine is auto mechanics, but I am a golfer. So like say I'm
Ah,
famous for that, but they know I golf. So if I get invited to golf or like I apply as a creator, oh yeah, fuck it, come out. Then that's
okay.
how they'll score you. So it's gonna be weird to see like guys that don't normally golf out there as a
I wonder if handicap is included in that, or how do they even work too?
well, that's it. They're gonna, yeah. So basically, like I think they're probably gonna have qualifying that week and try to like start pairing. It's gonna be a weird. There's gonna be a lot of work on their end, dude. But the
Yeah,
grand prize is gonna be $1 million. So that's, and see, Barstool Sports is so fucking big, and they've been around now for so long, and they have every sport covered. There's a Barstool branch for everything, dude. That
yeah,
it's gonna have millions of viewers no matter what, you know. But
yeah.
did
I
did you
agree.
see? Did you also, speaking of creators? Did you see that? Who was it that I just watched? Grant Horvat and Scotty Scheffler. That was a fun video, dude. Because
Oh
you
no, I
got to
didn't see
see
that one.
Scott. You get to kind of hear Scotty Scheffler like they're playing his home course. You kind of get to hear him like talking normal and like just talking about golfers and like hitting shots, and you get to hear what clubs he runs in his bag. Like that stuff is entertaining to me. And then on top of that, they're both playing like really good golf. So
Yeah,
that was kind of fun. And like, cause
yeah.
on tour, they could almost do a little bit more like mic'd up
Hmm.
because I don't mind hearing like that. But then I feel like it would be a big distraction to the player if he's
Oh
trying to be
yeah.
locked in. Like you can't do that, bro.
Oh no, not on the
You
game.
know?
You're not even trying to talk to the person next to you. When you're locked in, you're just like
Right.
fucking hyper focused. You can't even, because if you talk to someone, you might just get distracted and
Yeah.
you lost your focus already and you're gone.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah.
crazy. Well, speaking of not locked in, our MGA, our next event is the MGA. It's this Saturday, the 10th. It's at 9 a.m. at Meadowlark Golf Club in Huntington Beach. There's 22 golfers, 90-degree, sunny degree weather. What are you thinking about that, Aaron? Does it sound good?
I think it'll be good. It's just oh shit, did I disappear?
Oh yeah, tap
Hang
your
on.
screen, brother. You're like Houdini right now.
All right, let's see what happens. All right. If I come back, if not, I'm here still.
Oh, you're
All
good,
right,
bro.
yeah, no, it should be a good time, man. It should be good. Hope the weather looks like it's gonna be fresh, even though it's gonna be hot down here in the IE.
Yeah.
But like over there by the beach area, should be at least a cool 74, 75, I think.
Damn, it's gonna be nice.
So should be good.
Yeah. It was cold in Palos Verdes, dude. I was surprised that one was
Yeah,
pretty
dude.
chilly.
It was like
So
overcast most of the time, huh?
yeah. It looks like I was looking at the roster. It looks like you got stuck in the number one group with myself, Kenny, and one of the Mirandas. Just who is it?
I think it was Justin.
Johnny. Johnny.
Oh, Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny.
Okay.
So
All
originally
right.
I thought Kenny was sticking me with him, but the way he submitted it, I'm fine with rolling with you because we got a pack. We take our certain snacks and stuff that we like, dude. We don't need Kenny digging in our golf bags, bro. He gets stuck by something, next thing you know, he's out of work for a month. No. Oh shit! So yeah, that's this Saturday, guys. That pretty much wraps up golf. There is another
Mhm.
race this weekend for NASCAR. If you guys want to watch any of that, believe it or not, we got a lot of NASCAR followers, so I like to mention it. This Sunday, it's at the Kansas Speedway, and it's the Advent Health 400, 267 laps, 400 miles. Starts at 12 p.m. So if you want to get some, I love that
Mm.
adrenaline pump, dude. I wake up at 11. I'm out here bowling menudo NASCAR. Whoop.
Oh, all right.
Um, but besides that, any other news? We had a little bit of boxing this last weekend, guys.
Oh yeah, dude. So it actually was a full weekend this past week, basically.
Yeah, Cinco de Mayo weekend smacked
So
pretty good.
so basically we actually had the boxing ring in Times Square, in the middle of Times Square.
Nice.
And that was for
That's so
Friday. We actually had
badass, dude.
it was like a basically 3 nights of just boxing.
Yeah,
I mean, the first two were kind of everybody was kind of like a snore fest, but we'll see. It was all right.
yeah, yeah,
Uh, so we had the Teofimo Lopez won, unanimous decision, 12 rounds. Haney and I guess what everybody's talking about is how Garcia lost to Rolly Romero. So
yeah.
that one
Damn.
actually was, and I just think Garcia didn't have enough, or I don't know. I think Romero might have been too much for him, but
Yeah, and it's crazy, dude, because they say, oh, boxing, this and that, the ratings are down, and then you watch these events packed. It's packed
mhm.
house. I don't care what they say. It's sold out.
Yeah. And then you also had like Canelo fight
Oh,
on
yeah.
Saturday in Skull, and I think it was for the one of the belts too. So
Jeez.
I think right now, so
He's got 1,000
but
belts.
yeah, but I think right now everybody's just more. I think right now everybody's just on Canelo because I think he's taking like. I don't think he's. I mean, well, it depends. I mean, like how you see. I mean, they're saying he's taking easier fights,
Yeah.
But I'm also
Well,
saying like he's taking the. I mean, 'cause he's also like he might retire after this, so I'm thinking he just wants to go out like not with an L.
yeah, I could see it. Hey, you know what? He's fought enough dudes that could have or should have beat him, and he beat them. So,
And that's it. I think right now, since he's under his own promotion now too, so
mhm.
he's making his own money now too. So I'm pretty sure he's trying to just make some money off of that shit.
Yeah. Damn, pretty
Yeah.
good, dude.
And then I
Well,
think we have, and on Sunday we have, I think it was Inoue against Cardenas, and he knocked him out on TKO on eighth round.
ooh,
And
that
I
was a
think that's
good
what,
fight.
and I think Sunday was one of the, I think was one
The
of the better
better.
cards of all of them because
Yeah,
we actually had a couple knockouts.
that's
You
cool.
know,
Yeah.
yeah, actually the son of Vargas too. He knocked him out in second round. Was a good match on that one, and Espinoza too
What a crazy
for
sport, huh?
TKO.
Like knowing like you're literally going in it to get fucking knocked the fuck out. I mean, not you don't want to, but I mean
No,
it's a 50% chance you're gonna.
might.
Like crazy, dude. And then you have like soccer players. If you barely pass by them, they I might beat them. You know what I'm saying? They flop on the ground, dude. And
Yeah,
oh my god, that's fucking crazy.
yeah.
Right on,
I
dude.
think
Well, what else you got, dude? What else you got
I
for
think
me
I'm
tonight?
good for now, man.
All right. Well, hey, I do need to ask everybody to please like, comment, and subscribe. And again, I know I'm gonna get my ass pulled through a ringer this Saturday about not bringing guests on the show, but It's been tough, Aaron. You know, we got a lot going on, dude. Scheduling has been tight. You see what I'm saying? Contracts are being printed still, and like Ish was supposed to be here. Stuff pops up. But thank you guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Go catch up on the other videos if you haven't seen them yet. Tell a friend, and we will see you guys next time. Thank you guys. We're out.
Peace.
Later.
Adios.